Hello everyone, I'm Traci with Traci's Greenhouse here in Clovis, New Mexico. I want to visit with you today about planting some fall winter bulbs indoors. This time of year, everybody's getting geared up to live inside for the next few months through winter, and it's nice to have a little pop of color and a little life to your home through winter. So I want to start today with paper whites. I have a few canisters here ready to go. Paper whites, you can do all kinds of things with paper whites. All you need is something that will hold water and not drain out. It's really cool to see the roots as they grow. So a lot of times people want to do a clear vessel to see the roots intertwine in the rock and the gravel. So you want to always do the roots downward and the stem, the plant, is upward. So we will just work this guy in. Paper whites are so easy. Make a wonderful gift for a hostess, a teacher, anything of that nature. You can take this vessel and you could put a bow around it, put some greenery around it, and put a little note that says just add water and you have a gift, a wonderful gift. So all you have to do now is just add a little water, and you have to keep water in the vessel for the duration of the life of the paper white. Paper whites, they take about 3 to 5 weeks to bloom, and then the bloom will last about 4 to 6 weeks indoors. If you live in dry country like we do, you have to make sure that your vessel does not dry out, because then your blooms will not be as pretty, they will not last as long. I wanted to do this vessel. You can't see the roots in it, but still it'll make a nice centerpiece, an accent piece on your entertainment center, your entry doorway. It's good to have a little fresh flower in your home. Now this one here, you don't see any white coming out. It doesn't mean that it's a bad bulb. You can push the bulb and it's still firm and nice to the touch, so it's still a very good bulb. If you get some bulbs that are very squishy, they're on the verge of rotting to no good. So you want a nice firm bulb. So this one, I can't see the roots, but I'm still going to add gravel into the bottom of the vessel, because the gravel will help anchor the bulbs from falling over or moving, and then it also gives a place for the roots to go as they grow. And then if you want your bulb to stand out above your vessel, you have to add as much gravel in your vessel as you can to make that happen. So now see how I raised that up to where you can see the bulbs, and it's just really kind of neat that you get the beauty and the rusticness of the bulbs and the natural feel of your bulbs in your centerpiece. So now I'm going to do one more touch to my vessel. I'm going to add a little bit of moss here on top. And if your moss is dry when you first start to work it, add water to it, soften it back up so it expands and becomes pliable again. Moss doesn't really go bad, it just gets dry. And we all know this in our country because we're dry. So just add water. And then, now I've planted my paper whites, and now I'll add water. Again, they take about 3 to 5 weeks to bloom, and then cared for properly, they'll bloom 4 to 6 weeks indoors. Paper whites need medium light. You don't have to put them in a direct light, lit room. A lot of times in a direct window, direct sun in our area will burn them. It's too much heat. But in a bright east window, south window or room where it gets fairly good light is nothing just really dark. Even if you have fluorescent lights in your home, or you have non-natural light in your home, as long as it's fairly bright, it'll be good for paper whites. This one here, I thought I would show you. I thought I would just show you how to start from the beginning to the end. So you just add the gravel, and this one's kind of fun because you can add 3 bulbs to this one vessel, and you can kind of have you in a little arrangement. So paper whites get tall after their leaves start to grow, and it's good to just plant them in groupings so they can kind of have each other to support each other. And again, the right amount of lighting will help the sturdiness of the stems. If it's too much shade, they'll get leggy and lean over on you. So there's your paper whites. I put more water in this one than I did this, but it's okay. It's the beginning. They'll absorb it and use it. This guy here is kind of cool. You can do different levels and put lights around your table, or any kind of decoration, ornaments type thing. But this one will help support those leaves as they get taller and leggier. I like to use things that you don't think that you would use. So I have an old jar. You can have an old oil can, anything that'll hold water, not rust or leak on your cabinet. That's what you need to use for paper whites.